Peace, family. It's your sis, J.Coffee. Welcome in and welcome back to my Oracle house. I was trying to wait for the little barking dogs outside to quiet down, but I don't think they're going to. So I'm going to go ahead and begin your reading. This reading is for you, Capricorn. We're going to do the Capricorn Collective today. Uh-oh. I had an interesting moment before I began this. Not that it's y'all business, but I'm just going to say it. Wow. I was connecting with one of my guides, one of my ancestors that I didn't even know watched me. I felt him in my presence before. Deborah, brilliant idea. Okay. But he revealed himself by name to me today. That was fascinating, and I'm really thankful for that because I just love him so much. I never met him in my life. He's one of my greats, you know, like four generations away from me, or three. Wait. 3 generations away. And I've only ever seen pictures. I never saw him in the flesh. So that was really beautiful. So I just want to state that I was just doing pre-shuffle. I don't even recall the first 2 cards I saw. Yes, I do. Bathsheba was on one side. That's the Empress card. And Brilliant Idea was on another side. That is the Empress. Then that is the World in my deck. That is the ending of a cycle, the closing of a chapter. And yet it's like when one door closes, another opens. So there's some type of closing of one door and opening of another. And then as I continued to shuffle, the next 2 cards I saw were the Queen of Wands and the Brilliant Idea. Like I said, so you could potentially be if you're a masculine, you could potentially be going through a divorce. You may be ending a cycle with a long-time committed partner or wife and starting with somebody else. Or you could be, you know, there could have been some type of infidelity, but I can't clarify that, so let's not go too far into that. But you know, only you would know your story. So if it's resonating with you, take it. If it's not, don't worry about this part of what I'm saying. However, what I was seeing is that there could have been another woman, you know, there could have been 2 feminine energies and they could have found out about each other. That could be why one door is closing, another is opening. Either you continue on with one or you're closing a cycle with another, or vice versa. You could have a spouse or even a pregnant spouse, a pregnant wife, or you could, you know, let me get back. You could have a pregnant wife and be closing the chapter with a jump off. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, you could have got the side person pregnant, and flip that. If you're the feminine watching this, you're a feminine and you're a Capricorn watching that, flip that. And that is not going to be for everybody. That's just what's showing itself a little bit in the energy so far. We're going to dig a little deeper. We're going to, you know, narrow it down a little more. These readings are not because our collective at this point is so small, these readings are almost personal. So when I'm asking for messages, I'm asking for the highest good. I'm asking for what is the most relevant. I want the most important messages to come through for the person or people here who need it the most. So yes, as your reading goes on, we may pick up, you know, pieces of your story. There may be messages for you, things you relate to, but every part of this reading may not be for you. So as I will continue to say, if it's not clicking with you, if it's not resonating with you, if it's creating a negative vibe in you, and you're like, that has nothing to do with me, then don't take it. Leave it. It's for someone else. It's not for you. Don't go assigning things to your partner. Like, if you know your partner's not cheating, you don't suspect your partner of cheating, but cheating shows up in this reading, let that go. That's not for you. If you good, you're single, you're not even in a relationship, then obviously that wouldn't apply to you. You get where I'm coming from? I tire of stating these like guidelines, these online tarot community guidelines, and at the same time you would be amazed how many people have something to say about it. So that's why we as readers, many of us as readers, do that. You know, we don't always go all far into that, but I don't know, maybe because my channel is small and I don't have like a steady solid conglomerative. Maybe I'm getting some strays who never watched tarot before, or maybe I'm getting some people who are like, oh, you know, that's whatever, a lot of assumptions and not a lot of knowledge. I don't know, But that's the only reason why we end up having to do that. We're just trying to help the people who come here understand what this is and what it isn't. What this isn't is a personal reading, okay? So take what resonates, leave what does not. With that, I'm going to stop running my mouth and I'm going to send up a quick petition. Infinite source, truth, creator of all things, Father, power, mother, wisdom, highest self, archangels, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Benevolent energies only, benevolent energies only are welcome in my readings. No malevolent, maleficent, or lying or trickster energies or entities are welcome in my reading. They're to be blocked, they're to be bound, they're to be cast off, they're to be broken, they're to be shunned, they're to be transmuted and returned to the source. Highest messages for the good of the collective, any collective that's here from the perspective of Capricorn. May my words be manifest. Thank you. I give thanks. So be it. So be it. So be it. And so it is. So Capricorn, let's get started with your reading. Show me the overall energy for the Capricorn collective right now. What is the Capricorn collective dealing with, please? Show me the overall energy for the Capricorn collective. Okay. It kind of like flew out faintly. It was like a very delicate, they didn't throw it out. It just kind of felt like a drift down. Okay, you have playful. All right, so already we're dealing with, that's like a Knight of Wands. Okay, so maybe I see why I was picking up on that cheating, or why I needed to go into it, because this is not cheating, but this is offering the phallus. Okay, this is like, this tends to be, it could be a female, but it tends to be a masculine energy that's offering his phallus. It's like a young dog that's not in control of his whole faculties, and he's just, you know, his hormones are out of control, and he's running around with his pink thing out, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm referring to dogs. That's why I put a little pup on this. So he's not a child. He's a young man, or young-ish man, not an elder man, and it could be whatever. I'm talking about the energy, all right? But this is somebody who likes to play, somebody who plays too much, somebody who doesn't take somebody seriously. And this is on the bottom of the deck, so, you know, this is like what's not necessarily at the forefront or circumstance, what's seen, but this is the energy behind what's going on. Limitless, Rachel, covered, Three of Cups, lost soul. All right, so right there, what that story says to me is that there's somebody here who's in a lost soul energy. I want to say that's the same energy as who is in this playful energy, you or the other person who's showing up in this reading, because there's already multiple people showing up in this reading. Wanted to get together with some friends, go to a party, go drinking, spend time, celebrate, whatever. Just, there's a loneliness vibe coming off of that. That's, you know, between these two cards, it's like a loneliness type of energy. It's just like, I just want to be around people who make me laugh. I just want to play. I just want to have fun. I want to have a good time. I want to go to a concert. I want to see a show. I just want to be around my people. I want to be around my girls. I want to be around my boys. I want to be around my men's and them. I just want to be around some people. But somebody in this reading is protected from that energy. Somebody in this reading is not here for the games. Somebody in this reading is a wife, or a loyal partner, or a longtime partner, possibly the mother of some children. Maybe that's you. Maybe you are this wife, this mother, this Rachel card in my deck. This is a Queen of Pentacles, which would technically be you, Capricorn, or Taurus, Virgo energy, but emphasis for me in this reading on Taurus and even Cancerian, even though that's not an earth sign. It's like about the mother, the nurturer, the good woman, possibly a businesswoman or independent woman. You know, she's not an entrepreneur. She's a solopreneur. She gets her money. You know what I mean? She handles her business. This could be a person who even goes as far as to crochet or stitch or sew the clothes, make the clothes, patch the clothes, if nothing else. You know, cook the food. Like, this is the homebody. This is the pillar. This woman is a pillar, and that's why I feel that she's the one who's protected with both of these females with their head covered like that. I think she's the one who's protected. So whether that's you or your partner, that's what's showing up. And yet someone else here has the grand idea that they don't want to be limited. They don't want to be committed. They don't want to be married, or they want to have a polyamorous relationship where they have more than one person, because they are, you know, horny. You know, they're having a feeling of desperation. They're being overcome by the spirit and an energy of lust. They want more than one. right? So in the heart of your reading, at the heart of your reading, you have good news, and they call her witch. Excuse me. All right, sorry about that. My little one came down. He needed something. Heart of the matter. At the heart of the matter, we have they call her witch. This is a Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius type of energy. It says this gifted artist. This is a gifted artist to the core, or a gifted artist to the core, and often misjudged, master of hats, one who may or may not resonate with the term witch. This being is spiritually gifted nonetheless, a natural born magician, light worker, earth angel, seer, healer, herbalist, or holistic practitioner, inclined to do good and wishes no harm to no one. If anyone intentionally harms this person, they will face extremely harsh karma. Now, why is this person getting good news? Is this you, Capricorn? Because here is an Ace of Pentacles card. This good news is like an Ace of Pentacles. News of acceptance is coming your way. New job, promotion, call back for an acting role, any type of role. You know what I mean? Mortgage, loan, or college acceptance. Congratulations. This is in some type of acceptance, some type of grant, some type of lottery win, some type of, you know what I mean? That those are examples. It's not exactly what it is, but it is good news coming, and it is restoration coming to you, because this sun is here, the phoenix is here, the money is here, and this is something that you may have manifested. This is something that you may have called in, okay? But I do believe that this person here is the same as this person here. I don't believe these are multiple people. I believe this is all one and the same person, and this may, I feel this is you, Capricorn. So I don't know who was trying to play around on you or play a game with you or whatever they were trying to do, but let's get into it. Let's see. I just heard, I'm hearing Doja Cat. Da 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 da, get into it, yeah. Da 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 da, get into it, yeah. I don't know the lyrics. I love Doja Cat, but I don't really listen to Doja Cat. Like, you know what I mean? Her music is appealing to me. Her voice, her cadence, her rhythm, the way she's capable of putting lyrics together. But I'm not a fan of Doja Cat, if that makes sense. Like, I don't sit around listening to Doja Cat, because that's just not really my energy. But I can value her talent, you know what I mean? She's very talented. So I'll paste the lyrics of that song in a pinned comment, because I don't know them. I'm very terrible with lyrics. If y'all are old school here, you've been with me for a little while, you've been here with me for the past year or two, or you were with Best of Both Oracles for the, you know, before this channel even came, then y'all know I am bad with lyrics. So I pin it in the comment. That's why I do it. Always look for music and songs in a pinned comment. All right, let's cancel this energy out. Show me what's challenging the Capricorn collective, please. What's crossing the Capricorn collective? I just heard that, like, okay, I'm gonna say you in a second. Hold on. Aaliyah and Nirvana, and at the bottom is the birds. That's all type of crazy. So before I get into this, they're taking me back to that Doja Cat song. In that Doja Cat song, if I'm not mistaken, when she's saying get into it, yeah, she's like, whatever you got, get into it. So if she got a big butt, if she don't got a big butt, like whatever it is that the woman has, just get into it. Like, get into it. So I don't know whether this person that was trying to play games with you was trying to get you to get into whatever they were bringing, but I think for some of y'all that was like where the line got crossed, where the boundary got crossed, because these cards right here look like a glitch. These cards, when I asked what was crossing you, this is looking like a whole glitch in your system, okay? Because you got Aaliyah, right? 1 in a million. Age ain't nothing but a number. Anytime I see that, I always think of that predatorial age gap energy that's here, right? Songbird, divine feminine. So divine feminine, first of all, we saw Bathsheba in your pre-shuffle. This is Empress card energy. Modest, princess, angelic, dancer, right? This is that person. This is that good woman. More than a woman. Is that on this card? More than a woman. More than a woman. More than a love for you. Like, this is a good woman. This is somebody that's bringing a lot to the table just with their presence alone, okay? This person may sing, be a songwriter, whatever. You know, it's some type of earth angel energy is the point. She's here. Why is this crossing you? Could be a Capricorn dealing with another Capricorn, okay? Also, you have Nirvana, never mind, pressure, transcendent, come as you are. It feels like teen spirit. In utero, drugs, all apologies, strings, lonely, grunge. This is the energy. This... Right now, this energy is giving me unalive oneself type energy, okay? It's giving me, with this on the bottom here, the birds, karmic behavior, seeds, cheap, lovebirds, soulmate, migrate, travel, flock together, gossip, offer love, messages, right? And then underneath of that, you got Selena. This is the Queen of Wands. There is. Okay, so back to the beginning of your pre-shuffle. There is an Empress here, and there is a Queen of Wands here. There is an Empress here, the committed partner, possibly a pregnant partner, longtime partner, good woman, valued, you're tethered in. This is your bottom John, okay? This is the one that holds you up and holds you down. And then there is a Queen of Wands here. I'm hearing I could fall in love. Sabotage. Gone too soon. Both of these people are gone too soon. Yeah, my vida loca, my crazy life. There's some slipping and dipping and cheating and chaotic energy here. Sad girl, echo, lack, girl code, pregnancy, right? Struggle. Handle yourself, quiet as a mouse, all I know, organized crime. Somebody is keeping somebody's secrets. I have to switch from saying you to them to whatever to somebody. Because somebody in this reading is keeping secrets for someone else. There's females, there's feminine energy all over this reading. There's girls, 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 girl, 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 girl. The wife. Possibly, I feel that wife, girls, right? Lost soul. And then there's this one lost soul. To me, this is that Kurt Cobain energy, that lost soul energy. They say he unalived himself. And then recently they've said it's been proven that he didn't do it. So I don't know what to believe. I actually never felt that he did, though I know that's not that complicated to do. I think many of us get tempted with that at times. And a good, a valued person to me, my close person to me, my auntie once told me that the only difference between somebody who committed it and somebody who attempted it is success. You get what I'm saying? So, did he do it? Did he not do it? I don't know, but that's the energy that is giving me. But this is like a nightmare with this karmic behavior. The birds, it's like the birds is like rumors. The birds is like outside people, the flock. Where do we see flock? Where was that word, flock? I know I'm not tripping. I don't know where I got that word flock or where I was hearing that word flock. But it's like birds of a feather flock together. I was hearing Kendrick Lamar. I don't know that I mentioned it or not. But I was hearing Kendrick Lamar saying predators move in flocks. So it could potentially have that in it. And that energy could be here. Of a flock. Let's see the gossip. I don't know where I got that word. Why is that in my head? What's behind this? Also, the sage protector. Yeah, maybe somebody is protecting children in this relationship. Where the heck did I get that word? I swore I saw the word flock. I swore I said the word flock. Flock. I'm not tripping. Okay, I'm like, am I tripping? No, flock together. Right. Birds of a feather flock together. And Kendrick Lamar, I'm hearing predators move in flocks. Let's look a little bit deeper into this because this is a lot of chaos. And this is why, Capricorn, you always get the most extensive readings. I feel like, like if I had a channel set up, I would probably do extendeds just for Capricorns because of how detailed these readings get or how complicated they get. Please show me this Nirvana card. Why am I feeling the energy of Kurt Cobain the most? I'm not feeling the group. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I feel that that group is like a friend who betrayed another friend. I don't know whether that's part of your story or not. I'm not feeling that so much now as I'm feeling the energy of one, yeah, freedom, surrender, travel, experience new things, call, hearing from them. This is what I'm saying. I feel that somebody is missing someone that they cheated on with another party. Okay, somebody's thinking about traveling to them, so there could be some long distance there. It might not even be long distance, it might just be a distance there, and somebody wants to just give up and give in. Mind you, this is two females again. So we could be talking about a same-sex thing here. Divine intervention, time for reflection. Waterfalls. Why am I hearing now that? Don't go chasing waterfalls. What'd she say? Please stick to the rivers and the streams that you used to. What'd she say? I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast. Wow. So somebody is having like a spiritual conflict, a sexual conflict. Somebody dipped and dabbled and maybe they didn't know. Maybe it was some DL activity going on here, whether that was for a male or a female. Like you could have been in a heterosexual relationship, but really you're attracted to same sex. You know, if you're not bisexual, you may really be homosexual, but you're in a heterosexual relationship. I can't see how that wouldn't drive me crazy. You get where I'm coming from? Like I could see how that would drive anyone a little wild, you know, why that would create some static, because that was what I was feeling. I was doing this and I was feeling literally tension between my hands, like my energy, it was like static while I was doing that. All right, so that's the Nirvana card. So that's the thing. Somebody's really sitting around missing somebody else, wanting their freedom, like wanting out of a marriage, wanting out of a commitment. One person may even want to see the other person unalived and not here anymore. That's very sad, but that's what I'm saying. Like, just let them go. Just let them not be here no more, so I don't got to deal with that. Wow. And somebody may be manifesting that. Wow, like waiting for good news. Like, listen, they locked up forever, they died or whatever. That's not cool. Show me, Aaliyah. Sex, good time. Okay. Yeah, see, so now we know for sure. That's really the confirmation. Somebody was that hook up, one night stand. Yeah, then well, I mean, do you have to guess that somebody is cheating now? These cards look damn near the same. Hook up, one night stand, sex, a good time. You get what I'm saying? Somebody's missing their jump off. That is crazy. Him. Divine masculine. Oh. So technically we have a divine feminine here and a divine masculine. So it could also be the opposite. It could be somebody here who is entertaining a homosexual relationship, but really they're heterosexual, or they're bi, but they're in a heterosexual relationship, but really, I'm saying this backwards. I keep flipping, flopping. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It may be same sex, right? But somebody's thinking about being with somebody else, right? Somebody may not really be what they presented themselves to be. That's where I'm coming from with that. Him, divine masculine. So it could be the masculine, could be the feminine. Somebody here is not clear with what they really want. Thank you. Somebody is struggling with their sexual identity. Thank you, Spirit. Clear it up for me. Show me the good news. What's the good news here? All these cards, what's the good news here? What's the good news? Whoa. Yeah, this had already came out. Thank you, Spirit. Mask, not showing thy true self. Yeah, somebody's undercover here. Somebody's undercover. Family, security. Yeah, so they're staying for the family, and that's unfortunate. You should take care of your family anyway. If it's killing you to be there with your family, but you really want somebody else, or you really want somebody of the same sex or the opposite sex, or however that's going for you, you should not stay for the family. Like, keep your family close, but don't abandon your children, but don't abandon yourself either, because that will make you, that's not a good time. That's gonna make complications that nobody needs. Show me the good news, please. Please show me the good news. Show me the good news. Cheating, broken trust. Oh, wow. So if cheating, broken trust is coming up as the good news, that may be like, that's all I needed you to do to set me free. Thank you for that, because now I can go. Wow. All right. And then you have anxiety, worry. So one person is like, thanks, thank you, next. I'm so freaking thankful for my ex. Something like Ariana Grande. I'll pin that in the comments. And the other person is worried. It's so many women here. I feel like somebody's like, oh my God, please don't leave me for him. Like, please don't go back to your husband. Please don't go back to your ex. Please stay here with me. Like, somebody knows that their partner, and this is two females, somebody knows that their partner doesn't want to be there with them, that they want to go back to their man, or they want to go from a polyamorous relationship back to a single, you know. Why can't I talk today? Monogamous, back to a monogamous relationship. You get what I mean? All right, let's move on. Let's stay with the Get On In deck, Tune In deck. What is behind this person, Spirit? What did they leave behind? What's behind this Capricorn collective, please? What's behind them? What did they leave behind? Show me the past, please. Thank you. Tupac, this is sideways. Only God can judge me. So this is somebody, it seems, the way that the world against me, all eyes on me, East Coast, West Coast, that's like beef, Dear Mama, Death Row, like this. I don't know why, okay? But I've been watching a lot of old school West Coast throwback interviews, like with NWA, with Tupac, with Biggie, with Shine, with Lil Kid, the East Coast, West Coast, like this is sideways. So to me, this past thing is coming off like arrogance. Like in the past, this person was like, only God can judge me, you can't judge me, I'm not what you think, and blah, blah, blah. Like they was standing on that hill. But they came to a point where they were like, I don't know if I can still stand on this hill. Maybe it's not just God judging me. Maybe my community is judging me. Maybe my family is judging me. Maybe I'm judging myself. Maybe I need to judge myself. And maybe I need to have empathy for my community. I don't know why, but that's what that's giving me. Right here, you have Black Panther, to the death, long live the king. Rites of passage, kin, action, enemy, unforgiving, innovative, new age, swift, Black Panther. And that's this energy. So maybe this masculine is acting like that. I'm going to stop trying to figure it out because it's too confusing. There's way too many people here. Let's figure out what's going on over here in the past, whether this was you or other people in your reading. Capricorn, you're going to have to just figure it out because this is way too much for me to figure out, not knowing you or the circumstances. You got to figure this out. Show me this Tupac card for the past. What did Capricorn leave behind? Show me this Tupac card. Tupac. Thank you. Whole inner growth. This came out in reverse. Yeah, somebody was acting childish. Somebody was definitely stuck in their ego, unexpected all of a sudden, and they got gobsmacked. They had some type of awakening or epiphany that they were like, oh my God, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I've been whack. Let's get a tarot card. Let's look at the Game of Thrones card to see this. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh because if that's you, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Sometimes the energy it's shocking. It's a little shocking, and sometimes it can tickle you a little bit. And I think sometimes when the guides who have the guides and the guardians who have the perspective, sometimes I feel like as readers or channelers, you know, those who channel, I feel like we pick up on their energy too. Like sometimes they laugh, so we tap into the feeling of that laughter and broadcast it, even though I don't think anything about this is funny. You get what I'm saying? I don't think this is funny. Show me that Tupac card, please. Show me that Tupac card, please. Whoa, thank you. Yeah, indecision. And once again, it came out sideways. Somebody didn't know where they wanted to be. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I hurt the person I'm cheating with? Or do I hurt the person? I mean, do I choose? Yeah, and hurt because it's sword she's holding. Do I choose the person I'm cheating with? Or do I choose the person I'm cheating on? Like, what do I do? Because you're not Cardi B. You know? Bodak Yellow. These are expensive. There's something. These is red bottoms. I don't want to choose. Like, I don't want to choose. I can walk in all these shoes. I don't have to choose. Yeah, but you're a traitor or somebody. I'm sorry, Capricorn. Somebody was a traitor. Somebody left somebody for dead here with the Ten of Swords. You know what I'm saying? This was a traitorous act back here. And that was the epiphany is like, hold up. maybe I am wrong. Maybe I hurt all these people, or maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm betraying myself. Maybe I really do need to choose. That's the thing. Maybe I really do need to choose. Maybe I really do need to change. Okay. All right. Maybe I'm not T'Challa, the Black Panther King of Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not as big and bad as I thought. Maybe I hurt my kin. You know what I mean? Maybe I hurt my family. Maybe I hurt my community. If you the king of a community, how you gonna lead them? Was you gonna be they gonna be the blind following the blind because you don't know where you going? She's literally blind in this card. Arya has literally lost her sight in this card from Game of Thrones. She don't even know whether she's holding a wooden sword, a practice sword, or needle. Like, she doesn't know. She can't swing these swords. She doesn't know who's around her, what's around her, what's behind her, where she's going. Is she going to fall back in the water? Should she go forward, to the left, to the right? She don't know. You get what I mean? And I think that's what somebody learned here in the past, is like, you're not who you thought you were. Or your ego got you jacked up. Ego got you messed up. Black Friday is behind that. Yeah, Black Friday is behind that. And honestly, what that's making me feel like is like their youth. All they wanted to do is sit around and get high all day. You know what I mean? Couldn't keep a job, kept getting fired from jobs, couldn't find that stability. With that family security card, is gone now. But that family security card, it's like somebody left their family out here because they were just too busy playing around instead of locking in and being solid. Oof. Lighten up. This is aligning your chakra. That's what I'm saying. They weren't lined up. They weren't stable. I didn't ask a question nor a placement, so I'm not going to keep that, okay? Show me what's above the Capricorn. Show me what's in the conscious mind. Show me what's above the Capricorn collective here, please. Alarming news. Born to lead. See? All right. All right, Capricorn, now I'm going to say this is you, all right? I'm going to say this is you, because if this is in your mind, I guess that's still not fair to say, because I really could be dealing with a Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn dealing with a Capricorn. Somebody here, when this tower came in, right? This unexpected epiphany, all of a sudden, this is the same. This is a tower card in my deck. Brace yourself. Unexpected news is coming your way. It won't be pretty or pleasant. Keep in mind, forewarned is forearmed. Turn within and to the divine. Remain open to support from people who truly love you. This was the tower. Maybe I did hurt my family. Maybe I have been a traitor. Oh, snap. And look at this. Look at this. I guess my cards are a little out of pocket. That's the Chariot, okay? That's the Chariot. So you could have been with a Cancer, because that's major arcana for the Cancer. I gotta straighten out my deck. Something's wrong. Cards are... I must have flipped them and didn't know. Yeah, it could have been a Cancer, but the point is, the epiphany that you had, or someone here had, was, I gotta get myself together. I gotta get my stuff together. I was actually born to lead. I was born to be a king, because this is absolutely Capricorn energy in this card. And this is, I'm gonna read it to you, because I'm like, no, this is somebody who is meant to lead. And I told you, you were being childish, because even though it's a king, why is it a child? You get where I'm coming from? Why is the king acting like a child when you know you were born to lead? I don't do readings for children. This is not a children's reading. This is not for children under 18. This reading is for adults. This reading is for people who have dealt with, you know, serious relationships and the pitfalls that come with them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm reading for. So, born to lead. This energy is destined to achieve greatness. A natural alchemist, genius, creative, prophet, producer, and problem solver. May descend from celebrity, amazing talent, wealth, or royalty. Within their DNA and natal chart, mastery and success is encoded. Advances to leader in every job or group they participate in. Tends to be the best at anything they focus on doing. In shadow, is prone to vanity, impulsiveness, laziness, self-righteousness, manipulation, and aloofness. And I should have written on there harlotry, or, you know, promiscuity, because that is something that person is prone to when they're in the dark. So anyway, what you did though is you figured that out. That was the epiphany. That was the divine dealing with you saying, yo, buddy, sis, homie, love, what are you doing with your time on earth? Do you not know that your time in that body is limited? Do you not know that you signed up for, you know, a mission? Like you had an assignment there, and you seem to be not stepping up to task. So you had to be set down for a second. That's what's happening. And underneath of that is honesty, the truth. Honesty, the truth. Right? You had to look into yourself. You had to look into that dark night of the soul. Owls are nocturnal creatures. You had to look into your dark night of the soul and figure it out. Did I just put a card away that was supposed to be there? No, I didn't clarify those cards. And honestly, I don't feel that I need to, because that's what's in your conscious mind. That's what you know. So let's see what's in your subconscious. Like maybe that's what you're talking about now, because usually what's in the mind is something that's like has surfaced, and usually what's beneath you or in the subconscious mind is something that you haven't quite sorted it out. You know, your conscious, maybe you're dreaming about it. Maybe you're getting nudges, but you're not necessarily listening to the nudges you're getting. As within, so without. That's what I'm saying. You know that you can actually be a king or a queen, and not literal per se, but the leader. You know you can be the emperor or the empress of your kingdom. You know you can lead. You can have a 10 of pentacles. You can have a 10 of cups, like emotional fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment, financial stability, generational wealth. You know that you can do this because you know you were born to lead. The problem is you haven't taken the actions to facilitate this energy and make this manifest a happy kingdom, a peaceful kingdom. This is emotional, spiritual, and 3D abundance, the result of heartfelt gratitude and unwavering faith. You've done your work within and without. You know who you are, a being of light and love. Your house is in order. Your cup runneth over. You realize this life is surely worth living, and it's everything you make it to be. So that's the thing. If somebody here, if you were in a I want to unalive myself energy, why would you want to eject from the body? The only reason you would feel like you may want to eject from the body is because you're not living, you're not walking in your purpose. Because when you walk in your purpose, this is what you get. You understand what I mean? And I'm not saying you don't have any problems. I'm saying this is what you get from the inside. And the more clear and the more peace you make with yourself, and the better you feel, and the more right you get with your higher self or your God self, or with source, with your community, with your people, the more love you embody and the more love you broadcast, the less and less problems, they start to fade. They mean a lot. They hold a lot less weight. They mean a lot less, is what I'm trying to say. With this is what matters. You get what I'm saying? The state of your heart is what matters. The state of your soul is what matters. The state of your relationships with people around you is what matters. Not how they do you, but how you do them. You get what I mean? How you are with them, not how they are with you. How you are with them should be an example. We should all be the example of the change that we want to see in the world. So if you're feeling like everything is wrong, everything is wrong, everything is messed up, everything is wrong, everything is bad, everything is horrible, that means something is not right in you. Because you are the only person on this planet that you can truly control. You came into here in this world in your birthday suit. You're going to leave this world in your birthday suit. You're not taking a dime. You're not taking a fork. You're not taking a spoon, a shoe, a necklace, a jewel, a book, a piece of clothing. You're not taking none of that with you. This is what matters, as within, so that we can see it without. World building. Yeah, you know you got to start over. You know that you literally have to go back to ground zero. And it doesn't take for you to eject from the body in order for you to build this world and choose a new thing. It takes for you to go within and deconstruct the old, outdated way of thinking and programming, and reprogram yourself and reconstruct the world that you would like to build. All right. This is not a Cancerian card, but this star is a Cancerian. This is the symbol for Cancer over here in this corner. So this is like, this card does embody a Cancerian energy. I'm going to read it. This says astro traveling, quantum shifting, dimension hopping, like hopping, changing your timeline. Okay. Co-creating new timelines with divine assistance, master builder, self-mastery, free and unafraid soul. That's the opposite of the lost soul. The free and unafraid soul is the complete absolute opposite of the lost soul. It's actually the lost soul who hit rock bottom and is like, I'm ready to begin again. This is it. Unapologetically takes the road less traveled. Excuse me. Sorry about that. My little one was getting ridiculously carried away. So behind this, we have missing you, which is, did we put it away? I think we put it back. No, call hearing from them, right? Call hearing from them, missing you. All right, I'm going to tap back into that energy in a minute because we're looking missing you, hermit. That's that feeling lonely, Virgo energy, feeling alone, death. Yeah, I don't want to be here anymore. I just heard Mary J. Blige. I can't be without you. I don't know how the song is because R. Kelly took over. Maybe there is some type of age gap thing going on here because I don't like that. I just heard I can't. I'm hearing so many people. I can't live. Oh gosh, I gotta tap in. Just give me a second. Da 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 da. Wanna be with you, wanna be with you, wanna be with you. That's Mary J. Blige. I'm gonna pin that song comment. I'm hearing R. Kelly. I can't live without you. Can't breathe without you. Da 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 without you. Da 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 da. Whatever. I'll find that song. It's like I can't breathe without you, live without you. Can't sleep, can't eat, you know. And then the other one was I can't live. And I don't know if that's, I don't know who that is singing that. I don't know if it's Celine Dion. I can't live. Da 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 da. I can't not sing these songs. They're all merging together. But that's how somebody's feeling. Like, yo, I can't even live my life without you. Somebody here is really, really valuable to you. And you would know who they are. So whether that is your person, like that committed partner, whether that is someone you had a friend with benefits, you know, you hooked up with them and, you know, you haven't seen them since. You know what I'm saying? You connected with them on a physical level and now you can't stop thinking about them. You want to call, they're at a distance from you. You get what I'm saying? But when you were with this person, you felt like your most authentic self. When you were with this person, it was the freest you've ever felt. That's why you can't stop thinking about it. And that's why you want to deconstruct. I'm telling you, like if I'm talking to a person who has been down low, and you've been living your life this whole time down low. Scorpio got a reading like this. The last batch of 12, the last time I did all signs, Scorpio got this reading where it's like, time to come on out of the closet. Somebody else got it too. It was a hint of it in there. It could have been Aries. But it's like, yo, if that's what it is, it's time for you to come out of the closet and go ahead and live your life, because you will never be right as long as you're constantly being a pretender. If you're living your life as a pretender, and that song came out too, oh yes, I'm the great pretender, like somebody, you a straight liar. If you're walking around with this mask on all the time, not showing your true self, that means you're a liar and nobody really knows you for real. Nobody knows the real you. Nobody knows who you really are, because there's a part of you that you are killing inside. You are cutting off from yourself. You understand? So let's keep going. So you have missing you have hermit, you've been alone, you felt alone, you've felt the death. There's big change that happened in you. Yeah, faithful, crone spirit, icebox, bubble, fate changer, key to your heart, third party, loyal, water sign. Okay. I do feel as though many of you had a loyal, committed partner. I do feel as though maybe for a time you were a loyal, committed partner. But at some point, a third party came into play. In this card, there is a male and there are 2 females. That doesn't have to be your situation, but for some of you, it likely is. I don't know if you are this masculine and you were caught up with 2 females, but however it looks, you figure out the gender. Gender is transgression. Wow. Gender is, what is the word? Discretionary. Within the tarot, like, you have to figure out who is who and what is what. It's not for me to tell you who is who and what is what. You figure that out. But at some point, a third party came into play, and it looks like 2 of one sex and 1 of the other. That's what I'm seeing, okay? Somebody got in your ear. So this would be the loyal partner. This would be the person who distracted you and pulled you away, because now this third party has your focus, where the person you came with had your focus. The person who got your attention has your focus. That's the person who has your heart. That's the person who has the key to your heart. The fact that I see key and icebox let me know, to that combination lets me know that either this person randomly popped up lately, because you have fate changer right there in the middle of it, or the thought popped up in your heart, or they called you, they texted you, they sent you a message. It could have been the simplest thing. Like, it could have been as simple as WYD, that week behind text message that nobody wants to get. WYD. And your whole world could have started spinning, because you're like, oh my God, I got this icebox where my heart used to be. Because ever since you came into my life, I can't even love the person that I was with. I can't even look at anything the same. All I want is you, Miguel. This is a lot of music, boy. A lot of songs are coming to Miguel. I want is you. Ah, na, 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 na. I don't know the words. I wish I was good. But now I can't think of the words. And J. Cole's verse is very important in that song. But basically, he's just saying, all I want is you now. All I want is you. All I want is you now. All I want is you now. Like, that's all you want is this other person. And it hurt you so bad. It affected you so deeply that it put you in this depression. This bubble of depression where you're like, yo, I can't think about nothing but him or her. Like, I can't sleep. I'm thinking about my 2 of Cups. I'm thinking about 1 of Wands. I'm thinking about a new beginning. I'm thinking about the 7 of Wands. How do I need to defend myself? I'm trying to protect myself. 8 of Swords. I'm all in my head. 9 of Swords. No, 3 of Swords. My heart is broken. Like, I'm crushed. I don't know what to do. 1 of Swords. I know what the truth is, but I'm not living the truth. 10 of Wands. This is too heavy to carry. You get what I'm saying? Too heavy to carry. 9 of Cups. I really want my wish to come true. 5 of Swords, but I gotta play a dirty game to get it. I snuck. I cheated. I can't believe I never should have done it. That's the guilt of it all. The guilt of falling in love with a one-night stand, or the guilt of falling in love with a person who you never felt as though, you know, your programming taught you never were supposed to fall in love with. 1 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles was here. Yeah, I'm like, the ace is out here with in the heart of your reading with this good news. Like, this thing, you felt as though it was good for you, and you felt like what was good for you and what became your truth and what satisfied your soul, satisfied your body. Your body's finally doing what your body has probably always wanted to do, is now a curse on your life and a blight on your life. And oh my God, what will my people think about me? What are my siblings going to think about me? What are my parents going to think about me? What is my community going to think about? Man, forget what all those people think about you. How do you think about you? Because the reality is, you have been living like a liar, or someone in this reading, your person, if this is your person and not you, Capricorn, somebody been living a lie, a whole lie, and they're miserable as hell. They are miserable. I think it's that Sage, or something wanted to jump out behind, but because it didn't, I'm not gonna fish for it, because I don't want to make the story up. I'm not making it up. This is where this is the iceberg of what we don't see, right? Crone spirit, you've had ancestors watching over you. The divine has seen what you're going through the whole time. They've heard your prayers. If you've been praying about it, like, please, Lord, help me. Please give me guidance. Please direct me. Please show me what to do. Please, I don't want to be a cheater. Oh my gosh, my person that I got at home was really faithful to me. And for a time, I was really faithful to them. I don't want to, I don't want this to be over. I don't want to lose my person. My person is actually my best friend. That person is really the mother of my children, or the father of my children. I don't want it to end. And at the same time, I know something needs to change, but yet Capricorn, you've been carrying this burden alone in the hermit. And what the hermit does is remove himself from the equation for a little while and stay up at night with the nightlight or the candlelight and read or pray or alchemize or do whatever it is that the hermit does until he gets the clarity that he can come back and face the village with the star energy, Aquarius energy. Like, I have this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, that type of energy. And the reality is, I want all y'all to know that there's someone else that I've been missing. This is my confession. Well, I just heard Usher. These are my confessions. Like, I'm going to tell everybody what happened. I'm going to tell everybody what I want, who I really want. And it's going to destroy my world, and I'm going to have to begin again. Well, and now the Wheel of Fortune did show itself to me favor. It's like, it's favor in you being authentic. There is nothing more powerful than you being authentically you. I'm sorry, but there's just not. I have in times past been a very religious person. I want to call myself religious for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Bill Maher even, but I side with him on that particular term, because sometimes we do. We get so religious that we get egoic. We get so religious that we put ourselves in a box or a bottle or a cage and we can't see anything else. But before I did your reading, I was sitting down and I was literally sitting there thinking about how it hurts my heart. You know, I have a background of being a Hebrew Israelite, okay? And at that time, while I was a part of that cult, because it is a cult, while I was a part of that religious system or that religious belief, and I was very Christian, mind you, I do still believe in Christ. I do still believe in the spirit of Christ. I do wish to, and attempt to, try to make it my life's work and effort to be a part of the Christ consciousness and live my life like a living prayer and stay so closely tethered to the divine and my higher self. And at the same time, I was so blind, like this person, and ridiculously religious and arrogant. Only God can judge me. You know what I mean? Forget how everybody else feel about me. Forget whatever. I'm standing on this hill. That it actually blocked my growth, just like you, Capricorn, whoever this reading is for. You understand? I was just like that until I realized, yo, it hurts my heart to see. Like, the majority of my friends are Muslims. Even to this day, my Muslim friends, my Muslima friends, they may look at me like, yo, you reading tarot is haram. You get what I'm saying? Which is a thing it's a forbidden thing, right? My Christian friends, which I don't really have many of them anymore, but the ones that I used to have, if they would look at this like, oh, that's witchcraft. Well, I don't proclaim to be a witch. I don't proclaim to be a witch at all. And yet I am this person. I am a supernatural being. I am a being that I am a medium. The dead do speak to me. They've always spoken to me since I was a child. That's not something I can control. There's nothing in me whatsoever that feels like those are demons. I feel that those are my ancestors. When I read the books in the Bible, and I read the pseudepigraphal books, and I read the book of Enoch and the Josephus and the Testament of Abraham and the Apocalypse of Abraham, and I read when I read all those books, I connected with those ancestors. You know who I connected with the most? Joseph. Like the book of dreams, the house of Joseph. Joseph, the one who dreamt about the stars and the stars bowing down and the corn bowing down to him. The one who was second under Pharaoh in Egypt and saved the world itself. Why? Because he could communicate with the dead. He talked to his dead mother on the way to Egypt. She spoke to him from her grave and said, Joseph, go ahead and go with this man. His own Hebrew brothers sold him. They trafficked him. They sold him to the Midianites. They didn't know whether he was going to end up a sex toy, a boy slave, a cleaner, what. They didn't know whether they were going to make make him perform acts of bestiality. They didn't know what was his future in Egypt. Egypt at the time supposedly was a place that did not follow the same God of Israel. Point being, I resonated with Joseph. I resonated with Abraham, who was considered the most faithful. Abraham at a time didn't even know who God was. All he had was his prayer. All he had was his hope. He's like, show me who you are. And what he did, his walk, why I resonated with it, because he loved the Most High and he loved his people. So when I see people fighting and bickering over this religion is right, no, my religion is right, and y'all are wrong, and y'all are evil, and you do this, and you do all of that is ego. None of that whatsoever is Christ. None of that whatsoever is love. Meru. Do you understand? None of that is the highest. None of that is the power. All of that is weakness, fear, fragility, cowering, ego, pride. You get what I'm saying? Bitterness. It's all evil. So anyway, that's the real evil. We're stronger together. A braid is stronger than a strand. You get what I'm saying? We're stronger together. And all I'm saying to you is, if people have a problem with you being whoever you are and however you are, and they can't look into your eyes and see God in your eyes, because you know, I'm always say it, every eye is God's eye. Every single one of us has a fractal of the Most High inside of us. If they can't look at you and say, I love you because you are me, then them is not your people, because they're not ready to be. Maybe you are ready to break free and evolve, and they are not. Okay? Let's see what's approaching you, Capricorn. I have no idea who I'm talking to. It's just so serious right now. Show me who are you? What is the Capricorn collective approaching? King Solomon, you're approaching getting it together. You're approaching getting back on your throne, right? This guy in this regard would definitely be the king of Wakanda, okay? He ruled the kingdom in peace. Solomon, or Suleiman, or whatever you call him, ruled the kingdom in peace for 40 years, okay? He ruled over the people, the animals, the jinn. He had communications with all of them. Some may call Solomon a sorcerer. Some may call Solomon evil. And yet, Solomon, biblically, scripturally, was considered the wisest, one of the wisest men that ever walked on earth. Solomon definitely understood the magic that Moses used, and Enochian magic. Solomon absolutely understood that. Solomon understood that the Holy Spirit, what we know to be the Holy Spirit, is a feminine energy, what the Muslims call the Sakina, what some call the Sophia. You understand? Some people call it the feminine energy of the Sophia, the feminine aspect of who we know to be Christ or Jesus or Yeshua or Hosanna, whatever you want to call them. They understood there was a masculine and a feminine, hence the example of Mary and why we needed her. You get what I'm saying? Solomon understood that. He was one of the very few who did. So you are about to find your balance, Capricorn. You are about to step back on your throne, and these lions, whomever they may be, in the spirit, your people, whoever they are going to support you. You're not going to be as alone as you think you are. You're not going to be alone. Yup. You can be like, yup, and this is me, Brand. He looks like he has his middle finger up, but he doesn't. He's saying peace, because he's like, yo, deuces to anybody who doesn't rock with me. This is Sagittarius, Virgo. You may have Virgo heavy in your chart, because I'm feeling like Virgo real strong in this reading. All right. Show me this King of Solomon card for what Capricorn is approaching. This reading is getting lengthy. The other woman competition, that's deep. Music inspiration. Somebody got this. I don't know who got those cards. Music, inspiration. I think it was Aries. Maybe you have Aries in your chart too. Lies, keeping secrets. Over. Yeah, you like, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to eliminate the competition by bringing the competition together. Okay, so legal matters, disputes, this may cause a divorce if you're married. For those of you who are married, this may cause a divorce. For those of you, if you're sleeping with somebody else's spouse, it may cause a divorce on their end. For those of you who, I'll just stop there. For some of you, this may cause someone or you to get into a legal dispute. All right, it might even be legal disputes over custody if you have children. You understand? But it's going to cause some problems. So you need to be prepared that when you do find your balance and you do speak your truth, everybody is not going to agree with this. However, it will set you right, because you will be able to sit with yourself and look yourself in the mirror. You will be able to sleep at night. You will be able to pray again. You will be able to find wholeness and inner growth. Okay? You will get back to that place. It's not about you being selfish or being wrong. It's about you being realistic to yourself. Okay? Single, not in a relationship. Maybe you're gonna end up single. Don't be upset about that. Sometimes you gotta, sometimes you think it's gonna work out in your favor when you step into your authenticity and you find that everybody walks away. I found that too. I found that I was alone when I found my belief, or like when I became religious, and I found out myself alone again when I was like, I'm not into that anymore, or I don't agree with that anymore, I don't align with that anymore. I found everybody betrayed me then, and everybody left me for dead too then. I became this dragon right here where I was like, you know what, Steve, I gotta Dracarys, like I you know what I'm saying, I gotta fly away or I gotta burn y'all up, because the reality is it's just me out here. It's only one dragon that, you know, it's only one rider that can get up on my back, and it ain't y'all. You get what I'm saying? All right, yeah, I will clarify this again. They like one more. Show me the king of swords. Show me King Solomon. Clarify this King Solomon for me from this deck, please. Show me what I need to see. Why did you have me pick this deck up to clarify? Show me what I need to see from this deck, please. King Solomon. Moving forward for the Capricorn. Thank you. Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. I think things will come together for you, but not in the way that you want to. I think you thinking that this could work out the way you want it to is the wishful thinking that you're not going to get. Longing, missing you, let's talk reunion. You may have a grand notion to call this person back and bring them back and try this thing again. This group thing, this threesome thing, this foursome thing, this whatever thing, and everybody's not going to want to play ball. Don't let that depress you. Like I said, if that's the case, that's not for you. Those people are not for you. You can't make people align with you. You have to find people who already do align with you. You can't change people. You can only change yourself. You get what I'm saying? Whoa. All right, let's go. So, give me the advice for Capricorn moving forward, please. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do an oracle card for you at the bottom. So we're going to look into your outside influence, actually. Show me the outside influence for the Capricorn. Show me what that's into. Show me the outside influence for the Capricorn collective, please. Show me the outside influence. Thank you. King Manasseh in reverse. The outside influence, because this is you, Capricorn. Okay, this is Capricorn. This is King Manasseh. The outside people are gonna look at you like we knew you wasn't gonna be on your throne. We knew you was gonna lose everything. They look at you like a loser. Okay, the outside influence, the people who you want to look up to you or look at you on equal ground, are looking down on you. They're not gonna understand your choices, or they don't understand your choices. The way they see you is part of the reason why you feel so horrible. The words that have been thrown at you is part of the reason why you feel so horrible. But that is outside influence. They're telling you, you're not who you think you are. You're not him. You're not her. You get what I'm saying? You're not that guy. You're not the king. You're not the leader. You're not the whatever. But you got to purge that out, because that's not your energy. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have a scale, you need to judge yourself. This King of Solomon, that's what he does. He does judge himself. He does judge himself rightly. That is the King of Swords. Emphasis on Libra, but Aquarius, Gemini energy as well. Spirit is telling you, like, nah, you got to purge yourself of that. Purify, cleanse, purge, detox, declutter, detach, meditate, and realign. That's all the tools you need to rebuild yourself. Okay, I'm gonna get one for the outside influence, because I don't like the way that feels. Now, I don't know whether that's somebody specific. I don't know if that's a father figure. I don't know who that is or what that is. Like, kings tend to be in positions of authority, but I really do feel like they're looking at you like you are not him. You're not that person in authority. Show me King Manasseh. Show me the outside influence for Capricorn, please. Show me the outside. Thank you. Info. Heed what you hear, read between the lines, fine print, seek advice from those you trust, get more information. This is like this, they're saying heed what you hear, but this is saying, to me, I feel this should be in reverse. Like, don't. It's not what a lot of people are saying to you, is not what you need. Now, maybe you have this, seek advice from those you trust. If there are people who you know truly you can trust in a non-judgmental way, who will give you sound and solid advice for your highest good, to better you, to empower you, to improve you, not to further put the nails in the coffin. You get what I'm saying? Not to further get you into trouble, but to help you grow and to help you bloom. Time, fall, that's really soon. Right now, I'm reading towards the end of August. I think it may be the 20th while I do this reading. maybe. But fall begins on September 22nd. So fall is around the corner. You know what I mean? And I think by the time fall comes, you're really going to see what you need to see about this. I'm going to pull one more from a completely different deck. Show me this outside influence for Capricorn. Show me the outside. Thank you. 8 of Wands. Yeah, that's messages. That's people talking to you. That's literally the words that people say to you. Like, that has had a heavy influence on your life. 3 of Pentacles. This is the people around you that there are some people good here. There are some good here. Because I keep going back to seek advice from those you trust. They will help pull you out of the dark place. They will, okay, thank you, Spirit. They will help you pull you out of the fallen state. So the people who are hurting you, where you feel like you're just judging me, you're just attacking me, you're just coming at me, you're not giving me any tools that I can use to better myself. You're not giving me any tools that I can use to tap back into my spirituality. You're not giving me any tools that I can use to pull myself out of this dark space. Those are the voices you need to ignore. The people who are telling you, I'm here to help. What can I do? How can I help? Can I help you with the cleaning? Can I wash help you watch your children? Can I come over and just wash your dishes and wash your little clothes for you? Can I come over and just sit with you? Can I pray with you? Can I talk to you? Do you need me to talk to you? Versus, do you want me to offer you unsolicited advice? You get where I'm coming from? There are people who will help pull you out of this dark space and who will help you when it comes time for you to start over. This is another Fool card. This is starting over. There are people who will help you. There are people who will help you rest and rejuvenate and recover. There are people who will speak healing over you. There are people who will tell you the truth. And yes, that sword may cut. They might burst your bubble. Okay? They might help, slay your ego, quiet your ego. And it's going to put you in a place where you're like, all right, now I can look at this traitorous energy, because this is the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, right? Now I can look at how I betrayed myself. Now I can look at how I betrayed my family. Now I can look at the areas where I really was being wrong. Remember that owl in that other deck was that the truth, honesty, the truth was an owl. This guy is facing the truth. This is a mature man. It's a man in this card, but I'm saying man or woman, whichever you are. This is a mature man, and he's looking at the swords of truth, all the mistakes that he made, or all the things that were done to him. He's looking at it with wisdom. He's making peace with it. You understand? So there's people who will help you through that process. Like, look, we're gonna tell you the truth, but only to heal you, not to hurt you, not to tear you down, not to judge you, to help you heal. Do you understand? And I do feel like one of the things that they're going to talk about is how you played dirty. Yeah, and how you left them for dead. You get what I'm saying? Because this is there's two different 10 of Swords cards in this deck. Right? Right? One is the traitorous energy, or being betrayed, and the other one is learning from it. Getting the karma and learning from it, This is people fighting, 5 of Wands. This is the competition. We keep talking about the competition, you know what I mean? The Queen of Wands showed up twice in this reading. She keeps being brought back up in topic. That other woman or whatever, or other person, whatever it was, they're gonna talk to you about that. Don't let it break you. You know who loves you and who doesn't. You understand how that feels when people talk to you, not at you, but to you. All right. Show me the hopes and fears for the Capricorn collective. Wow, that's High Priestess, Inner Peace, Abraham, the Fool, On the Run, Spy. Let's flip and see. That's a lot of cards and energy. Hopes and fears. Show me the hopes and fears for Capricorn. Keep it simple for me, please. Simplify it for me, Spirit, please. Thank you. The Spy. Now he has jumped. Okay, now he has jumped out. The fear is how people see you and what they know about you. What people have been watching you. That people have seen you in a distorted masculine. energy, okay? That people have known that you masked insecurity and self-hatred with arrogance. You're afraid that that is visible now, and people know that now. People know that you've been a liar with disdain for feminine energy. People have known that you were worn down by unhealed trauma and had mommy issues. People have known that you've been self-centered. People have known that you've been dominating and stuck in a victim mentality. People have seen you and known that they can't fix you, that no one could fix you but you, because you had to face yourself and do your shadow work. You had to surrender to God. That's your only hope. And the fear is that people watch this process and people know. People saw it online, or people talk to each other. People witness things that you never wanted to witness them. And at the same time, that's not something you could fear, because when you own that and you take control, the past can no longer have power over you. Instead of being like, no, I didn't do that. That's the ego denying it, right? Like, no, I didn't do that. No, that's not what happened. Defending yourself. What happened was this. And no, I'm not gay. No, I'm not queer. No, I wasn't in a bisexual relationship. No, I wasn't dominating. I wasn't controlling. No, that wasn't me. No. When you own it and be like, yes, I did do that. Yes, I was dabbling in that. Yes, I was confused. Yes, I was in a dark place. Yes, I was abusive financially, mentally, spiritually. I did hurt my people. I did hurt my woman, my husband. I did hurt my children. I did hurt my partners. That was me. But I see me clearly now, and I'm not doing that. That's how you take your power back from the fear of people knowing that this is what you've been or who you've been. Thundercat, yup. You step right into your spiritual power and you look face to face. You go toe to toe with your shadow self and you heal. This cat, this Black Panther, this Black Pantera, this seer, this Heyoka, this shaman, this pain eater, this empath, they look at that energy and they consume it. They consume it, they eat it, and they transmute it. They poop it out. This is light work. This guy is light work for this energy right here. Okay? And that's what you got to do. This is like you got to consume your ego, chew it up, spit it out, swallow it, poop it out, whatever you got to do. Realign yourself. There's nothing to fear about that past. It's not happening. It's something that happened. It's not happening. It's something that you can have the power over. You don't have to be a slave to this. You don't have to be that. Not all that glitters is gold. If you got somebody else trapped in a relationship with you, you need to set this person free the way that you want to be set free. Okay? Yeah, fire elementals. There's a lot of fire here. Relax. Maybe you need to take a vacation. Fate changer. White buffalo woman. Limitless. Yeah, this is life. This is you being sent help. You being sent help even when you don't feel like you deserve it. You have people there that will fight for you, pray for you, do work for you, heal you, empathize with you, whatever, that will come in and fight with you and for you. You're gonna get through this. Show me the spy. Show me the spy for the hopes and fears, please, for the Capricorn collective. Please show me the spy. Thank you. Bliss, happiness. See, all that fear is a lie, right? Compromise, making changes, like I said, taking your power back, transmuting that energy in your heart, getting rid of this old version of you. You know what I'm saying? Dig that guy a grave and put him in it. That part of you that made you feel like you want to unalive yourself, just kill that part. Not you. That's not you. That's not all of who you are. You're God. You get what I'm saying? You can't kill God. Rise up now. You get what I mean? That's the only part of you that really has the throne. You know how we be like, to God be the glory? Well, to God in you be the glory. That person in you, that being in you, that power in you is what gets the glory. Not that old distorted masculine. He gets nothing. All right, show me what's to come. What is this headed towards? Okay, we have Earthbender. That's you shifting the energy with the ancestors on your side, fighting for you, helping you. And I started this reading by saying that one of my spiritual guides revealed himself to me by name today, and it made me feel so comforted and thankful. And I feel like he's here right now. So thank you for being here with me. And I feel like that yours will be there with you, and they will help you levitate boulders, rocks, boulders, heavy weight that you thought you could never pick up by yourself. You never thought you were strong enough. They are strong enough. They're beyond strong enough. And when you call on them and you access them and you access those parts of yourself which you literally carry in your DNA, they will help you move and lift and bend these mountains with ease. You can literally tell the mountain, get up and move out of my way, and it will. Even if you gotta lift it pebble by pebble, it will move. It will move. Star family, yep. And your soul tribe will come in and they will help you, even if you don't even know who those people are yet. Let me get you a card of Oracle card of guidance, and we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna pull from the Earth Warriors Oracle for you, Capricorn. Really want to, next reading, try to get this camera up a little bit higher so you can see more of the bottom of my table, so I don't have to shuffle and do that stuff off camera. Give me an oracle for the Capricorn collective, please. Thank you. Ayana vision, way of the divine feminine revealed. See what I'm saying? Didn't I tell you that Solomon was close with the divine feminine? Didn't we go all into that? Wisdom, the Holy Spirit being a feminine energy. That's why when I pray or when I petition, I say mother, wisdom. I'm talking to the divine masculine. Father power, the divine masculine in me, okay? And mother wisdom, the divine feminine in me. This is what Solomon understood, okay? That's why he was able to become one of the most amazing wizards in the world. And yes, he was a wizard. Yes, he was a sorcerer. But he practiced white magic, or he was of the light, even though he was able to bend the dark, transmute the dark, and even work with the dark. He worked with the jinn. He worked with the animals. That's the balance, okay? This is the death. This is the transformation. This is you. This is an 11. Maybe you resonate with that number, 11. But this is the energy. This is what we're talking about. This is, instead of being hateful towards the feminine, it's embracing your own femininity and letting her have her place. Let's read that card. And we've got 16. So you have 11 and you have 16. Lolo, stand in the light. Look at this. Here it is again. That butterfly again. That transformation again. Capricorn. This is dope. This is like the sun and the moon in essence. That's what it's giving me. The sun and the moon. The masculine and the feminine. The balance. You will find that balance. All right, let's go to 16 first. Stand in the light. You are unique. You are a divine and beautiful being. You stand apart from the crowd. Sometimes this evokes jealousy or desire in others who want to possess your light and beauty as their own. You need never fear another. See what I'm saying? Not about that outside influence. Don't worry about that. You need never fear another or believe they can harm you. Nor should you believe they can condemn you to hell, because they can't. They can't control anything but themselves. All right, anyway, allow yourself to be true to who you are. Thank you, Spirit. Allow yourself to be true to who you are. Do not try to hide your inner light and beauty. You are meant to be seen. Your soul is nurtured and protected by your love for Great Spirit. That is you aligning with the Most High God source, the infinite source truth that we all come from, okay? That we all come from and that we all embody. I'm going to go to the spiritual guidance. Hold on. Sorry, because for whatever reason, I've been struggling with reading. I don't have a problem reading. I'm saying in these readings, I've been struggling with getting this stuff out. So I just want to skip to this, okay? Spiritual guidance. In Malagasy, the language of Madagascar, Lolo means butterfly, moth, and soul. The sunset moth of Madagascar is big, beautiful, and bright. I'm going to hold that card up. Diamond Tiger, the black moon. Second chances bring success. You hear what I'm saying? Second chances bring success. And this butterfly, this moth, is a death. Transformation 13, the death card. It is a death and a rebirth card. This is not a 13, but I'm saying I keep seeing that butterfly, moth everywhere. There's transformation all over this. reading. All right, so anyway, all right, big, beautiful, and bright. While most moths are nocturnal creatures that are active at night, the sunset moth of Madagascar is a creature of the day, with iridescent wings creating a kaleidoscope effect as they refract the light. They are considered by some to be the most beautiful insect on earth, yet in subdued light their wings can appear far less remarkable. Without light, their true beauty cannot be compromised. You, like this unique creature, are a being that needs light. Light to nourish your life force, and light to reveal your true and remarkable divine beauty. You are meant to shine your divinity in the world in the daylight, not to keep it hidden under the cloak of night for fear of how others may react. Thank you, Spirit. The bright colors and shape of the sunset moth's wings and their presence in the full light of day lead many to mistake these unique moths for butterflies. You too will find that people do not always realize who and or what you are. They may mistakenly assume that your joy and beauty indicate that your life has always been easy for you. They may fail to recognize the true depth of your soul and the experiences of darkness and struggles that you have overcome to become the vibrant, beautiful being that you can now be seen to be. During the daylight hours, the sunset moth can be seen flittering from one flower to another, feeding on nectar. They discern light waves and indicate a strong preference for white flowers, although not for specific plants. You are one of those rare souls who can find the truth of light and love in any number of spiritual or religious paths, and in any number of situations. You are able to recognize and be nourished by purity in many forms, be it a random act of kindness from a stranger, the unconditional love of an animal, a genuine blessing from a spiritual master, or a moment of simple beauty in nature. You can sense the true presence of love through an evolved inner spiritual discernment. The Madagascar sunset moths are very particular in their eating habits. They are attracted to the nectar and plants that other creatures tend to avoid because they cannot metabolize the toxins. For the sunset moth, however, what they are drawn to consume is not harmful to them. Instead, these moths become poisonous to predators by simply following their natural instincts to nurture themselves according to what suits them, even though it would not necessarily suit any other creature in the same way. What nurtures and nourishes you, what feels good for your heart, body, and soul, is also what protects you. You actually don't need to do anything else for effective protection than place yourself in the divine beauty of what you love absolutely and completely. And that is everything I'm talking about when I'm telling you, Capricorn, that you need to walk your walk and talk your talk and say that shit with your chest. Don't worry about who has anything else to say about it. This is the last card, Ayana Vision. Way of the divine feminine revealed. The divine feminine yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you, that you may live passionately and purposefully. As you trust her inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move from within you, and that that are seeds of your sacred mission. You shall experience the clarity and soul deep relief that only truth can bring. You shall experience a knowing of purpose that awakens your ability to live deliberately and experience deep fulfillment. Thank you, Spirit, because that's what I'm saying. You've been depressed because you haven't been you. You need to be you. Spiritual guidance. You are due for a revelation and awakening into deeper recognition and understanding of your true spiritual passion and sacred life purpose, and all that is entailed in manifesting it in loving co-creation with the universe. The situations, behaviors, and relationships that were appropriate and acceptable for earlier stages of your life will not necessarily continue to be so as your spiritual path progresses. Notice the effect of people, places, and situations on your state of mind. Such effects could be uplifting and helpful. However, even if intentions are good, the effect may be diminishing, compromising your ability to hold connection to the light. You will know when this is happening because your inspiration, your idealism, and your hope, all of which give you vital energy to work towards fulfillment of your most cherished dreams, slowly become tainted by lower frequency beliefs. Instead of trusting, you become fearful, and impatient. Thank you, Spirit. Instead of being true to your original vision, you believe that you must change yourself to suit the world. Instead of feeling happiness and confidence in your ability to complete tasks, you feel overwhelmed, inadequate, and insecure. From a place of wisdom rather than fearfulness, take care of what sort of energy you allow to have direct and unfettered access to your inner being. Such a position of potential influence over your state of mind is best reserved for the Divine Mother. You will know when a message or impression is coming from a pure place because of what happens in your being in response to it. You will feel happy, at peace, willing and capable, even in the face of challenge. You will have a sense that all things are working as they are meant to be. And although you will be more relaxed, you will also be more focused, productive, and inspired. Genuine divine guidance does not create anxiety, nor does it paint something to be well when it is in need of repair. Yet no matter the content of this message, you will feel relief in the face of such loving and helpful truth. If someone or something has stolen away your peace of mind and certainty of heart, use the healing process below and your own intention to claim it back. I'm not going to go into that. I'm sorry, but I'm not. There is a vision unfolding within your being, an urgent of the sacred feminine, something which deep within your bones you recognize as being truth. It may still be blossoming into fullness, but if you tune into yourself, you can feel the essence of its beauty and grace. It is not wishful thinking or fantasy, son. All right, I'm gonna get back to that. It is not wishful thinking or fantasy. Do not give up on your beautiful visions, right? Didn't this come out in reverse when I said it's not that you're not going to get your wish? You are going to get your wish, but it's not going to be what you thought. This wishful thinking is in reverse because it was a fantasy that whatever the situation that was, or that you can bring that third party into your new relationship. They're saying, no, that's a fantasy. It's not about wishful thinking or fantasy. It's about manifesting what's real to you. And that really does start with you being you. Remember, we talked about that freedom, and I was saying how you may have done something that your body was like, I always meant to do this. This feels good. This feels right. This is what I need. This is who I am. You felt real good, and then it just disappeared. And it's like when that disappeared, that part of you disappeared. You just killed it off. This is confirmation for everything that I was saying. Thank you, Spirit. So I have to end your reading here because this reading is like well over an hour and a half. I love you so much. For whoever this is for, whoever made it to the end, you're the real MVP, because I am long-winded and I always go crazy with Capricorn readings for some reason. I always go real deep dive for y'all. Maybe because I don't do Capricorn readings often. I don't know, but whatever. I love y'all. I wish you nothing but the best. Please hit that thumbs up if this resonated with you, if this was your reading. Tell a friend, come back. I'll see you next time, okay? Peace.